Hey, what's happening everyone, and welcome on back to the channel. Hope that you're having a lovely day out there wherever you may be. Let's go ahead and listen to some more Pearl Jam. We're going to move on into some more of 10. We've listened to Once. I'm already familiar with Even Flow, so I'm just moving on to the next track here, the third track, which is entitled Alive. I do see that it's another single, actually the debut single, I guess, from this particular album. So I listened to the first 3 seconds of the track to make sure I didn't know this song. I'm telling you up front, disclaimer. So I listened to the first 3 seconds, didn't sound familiar at all. Not that I listened to much, but I just wanted to make sure that I did not know the song before jumping into it, like with Even Flow, which I do know. So yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. So let's go ahead and back it up 3 seconds. We'll listen to it, talk about it after. Here we go, guys. The bass and the moodiness of this track. I like that, how the guitar kind of creeps up. That high note. And that's catchy too. How that riff changed here. Of course there is. You're still alive, she said. Or do I deserve to be? Is that the question? And if so, I love how he kind of grew that emotion into this. Little snarl in there. I like how this feels like the final chorus, like just so climactic, and now we get the solo coming out of that. There's that crash, that wave of guitar. This is them just going off now. I feel like this is the end of the show. I like the little piece of bass that was right there at the end. Okay, this to me is, yeah, their debut single, like we said, but this to me is the showstopper at the end. This is probably, this may be their encore song. I feel like this is the encore song because the band comes back on stage. The song has a perfect cadence of escalation. You know, the verse is very moody, especially with the bass and the way the guitar rises up to a nice midpoint. Of course, Eddie's vocals, he has that kind of certain tonality where he's singing like this. And it's probably not the best. You know what I meant. I'm not making fun of him. Just like he has a very particular voice, and it works very well in that kind of moody, emotional atmosphere. For example, in a song like Jeremy, right? But then when he raises up into the chorus alongside of McCready and the guitar and the drums and the intensity rises, it feels so good, and he was able to push that passion to a higher level. And then the song, like any other verse chorus song, comes back down, back and forth, right? And I really like how that final chorus around, I was watching the time, it was like around 3 minutes and something. Like, it is the climax of the song. And of course, usually that third chorus in a typical song is the climax of the song. It's bigger, it's badder, and it's here to stay at least for a minute. Does a little twice go around, then it kicks you off the bus. But I really like how in here, in this particular track, that final chorus is at the 3 minute mark, and it's a 5 minute song. And what are we left with through the outro to keep that intensity? That's when the guitar is really sizzling up, and McCready on the guitar is allowed to solo and to really show off, throw up the fireworks, throw out the flare signals, and just explode and do his thing. And he brings it. And everything is just amplified and intensified to go along with it. Drums, bass, which had a really great groove in those moodier moments. Now, just putting it down and riffing alongside it. It's just a really, really great track. Really great organization and composition, I would say, in the song. And I like that little piece of bass sweep movement we got at the very end. Son, she said, have I got a little story for you. What you thought was your daddy was nothing but a... While you were sitting home alone at age 13, your real daddy was dying. Sorry you didn't see him, but I'm glad we talked. Oh, I'm so alive. Hey, I'm so alive. I'm so alive. While she walked slowly across a young man's room, she said, I'm ready for you. Why can't I remember anything to this very day? Said the look, oh, you know where. Now I can't see. I just stare. So obviously she broke some news to him, saying, you know, the person you've been calling daddy is not really your daddy. Your real daddy is dying. Is something wrong, she said. Well, of course there is. You're still alive, she said. Oh, and do I deserve to be? Is that the question? And if so, who answers? Who answers? That's interesting. That's a bit of... And that's where I say, like, this emotion comes from, especially this powerful, explosive emotion that's captured in the music. You know, is something wrong, she says, mom to her son. Oh, you're still alive, she said. And then he begins to question, do I deserve to be? That's interesting. Says that this was released on July 7th, 1991, 51 days before the release of the band's debut album. Let's see. Vocalist Eddie Vedder obtained a copy of the tape and wrote lyrics that describe a somewhat fictionalized account of the time when he was told that the man he thought was his father was not actually his biological parent. It charted at number 16 in the UK and number 9 in Australia. There's a lot of other information about this particular track. It says the band then, when they were called Mookie Blaylock. So Pearl Jam's original name was Mookie Blaylock. I gotta say, Pearl Jam just rolls off the tongue a little bit better. Recorded alive during a demo session at London Bridge Studio in 1991. McCready recorded a number of attempts at the solo, and Palmer edited them, who was the mixer, into a composite version. The guitarist was unsatisfied with the results, so he made another attempt at the solo, this time using a Univibe while recording, which I'm reading really quick is a foot pedal operated phaser or phase shifter. He had another go at it and got it right away. There was no piercing or piecing rather to do it. It was all in one take. Anyways, really great song, really powerful one as well. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments below. You can follow me over on Twitter, support the channel on Patreon, and all those other things. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.